Hello. In this video, we are going to be doing a SMB relay attack. And the SMB relay attack abuses the NTLM challenge response protocol. And all the SMB sessions use the NTLM protocol for encryption and authentication purposes, basically NTLM over SMB. And this is the reason why a lot of system admins are switching to Kyle over SMB after people are researching, and there's a lot of proof out there that the first version of MTLM is susceptible to man-in-the-middle attack, which is the one that we are going to be doing right now. So for that, we need to execute invade, and invade basically is going to be waiting for SMB traffic, and when they get that SMB traffic, what's going to happen is that it is going to ask the user for the NTLM hash, and when that user provides this application with the NTLM hash, we are going to be able to get it, and then we can move it offline or off site so we can decrypt it, which is what we are going to be doing with hashcat. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be running this right here, and then I'm going to be going to this other server over here, which is another user, and from that user I'm going to type an incorrect file share. And when we get that incorrect file share, what's going to happen is that this application right here is actually going to reply saying like, hey, I'm right here, right? The file share is right here, can you give me your NTLM hash? And then this guy over here is going to be, yeah, sure, here's my NTLM hash, and then we are going to get the NTLM hash, right? So that's how it's going to happen. So for that, you need to have local admin access. So let's go ahead and run this as an admin. There we go, it is running. So now from the other server, I'm going to just try to go to a file share that doesn't exist. Let's say file share. Let's say that you put file shares instead of file share, and you want to go to your basically TRT or whatever. So what's going to happen is that this protocol over here, as you can see right here, it already captured that NTLM v2 hash from that user Heath Adams, right? H Adams. So awesome, we just got that. So now after that, you're going to see some logs in here and also some NTLM hashes in here. So now we just got the hash, and the user doesn't even know, right? Because there's no prompt or anything. As you can see, we go back in here, you can see there's basically nothing in here, so the user basically is not going to know. And you can see that we can do a who am I? It is Heath Adams. Who am I? Groups. You can see that this guy is just part of the RDP users, but we still got the hash. So we are going to be able to do some, lateral movement because we are getting more hashes and getting access to different servers. So let's go ahead and put this down. Let's go back to my other server, and if we go to the logs, you can see everything that we got, the logs. But if you want to get the hashes, they are everything in here. Heath Adams, and here's his hash, his MTLM v2 hash that we just captured, because he entered an incorrect path to a file share. Okay, just by doing that, you're going to be able to get the NTLM hash. And here's the users. We got it from this server, which is the machine student, and here's the username. Awesome. So what can we do from here? Well, we can move this off site. So we're going to copy this, and we are going to open the command prompt. So I have a Linux device over here offline. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to create a text file for Heath Adams, and I'm going to place the hash in here, and I'm going to save it. And after that, we are going to run hashcat and hashcat. Then after that, we are going to say -m, and this is basically the hash module, and the hash module for NTLM v2 is 5600. And then you want to tell what the basically what's the document that you want to decrypt, or where the hash is. You can put over here, and then the word list that you want to use, and then that's going to start cracking the hash. And there we go, it is already cracked. And if you can show it here, the entire hash, and you can see what the password for that user is. Password 123. Awesome. So we got it. It was cracked. Easy enough. So then after that, let's go ahead and close that out. Sure. Let's go ahead and, since we have that access, we have that password for that user, you can either, you can do it from RDP, or what I like to do is you can go to run this as an admin, and from here you can do invoke or enter. Let's say enter PS session to computer student and credentials, the domain pen testing, and the user Heath Adams, H Adams. It's going to ask you for the password. We are going to enter the password that we got. And that should let you in. Enter PS session, credentials. Pretty sure I got the correct password. Let me see. Fail the client cannot connect. Interesting. Okay, well, we can just go over here and connect to that user and enter the password that we got, that we just cracked, which is password 123, a really nice secure password, and that should connect you to the server. Boom, there it is. So awesome. That's how you are able to do a SMB relay attack. So you will be surprised when you run this on a domain, how many people enter the incorrect path to get to a file share. So you can catch a lot of hashes like this. So whenever I do the first thing that I ever do, whenever I get to whenever I'm going to do a pen testing and I see that they have a bunch of file shares, what I like to do is just run this relay attack and see how many hashes I'm able to catch that way.